Hey everybody, this is Julius of the Goat Movie Podcast. I'm here to reintroduce a series of videos, a weekly series of videos that were on our old channel. These are the What If discussions, where we discuss different points in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and drastically change them, seeing how the universe as a whole would be affected. These videos started back in 2019 in anticipation for the What If series now on Disney+. I'm joined by a variety of different guests where we talk about these different instances and scenarios. We're going to release them weekly like we did beforehand, and we hope you enjoy them. Obviously, a lot of these discussions became episodes, so it's going to be fun to compare and contrast then to what we have now. Enjoy the content, the conversation, have a good one, stay safe, and goodbye. What's happening, everybody? My name is Julius.
I am Justin.
It's time to get back to work.
Let's do it.
Time to talk about some more Marvel stuff.
Specifically, what if?
Are you not going to continue, or did you
shit.
shrink or something?
You know what? I pretty did much shrink, so I'll just say it right now. What if Wasp never entered the quantum tunnel, when?
The quantum realm?
Sorry, quantum realm.
In the 60s.
Yeah, during the 60s.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Back when Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne were Ant-Man and Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
The OGs.
Yup. The two duos at the time, okay? During the 60s.
That's right. Now, one of the things I love about Ant-Man is how he and the Wasp, they are legacy characters, they are characters that continue with different faces and different ideas, different perspectives on the whole superhero thing, the whole shrinking science and everything about it. It's a really cool idea, and the movie obviously was taking a long time to get made for Ant-Man. Different directors, different writers for years and years and years, but we did get the film. We even got a sequel to the film eventually.
Yeah, two of the best Ant-Man films to date, okay?
Well, they're two of the only Ant-Man films to date.
That's why you can't make any
yeah, I
anymore.
guess that's why you can't argue with that. So I think that the cool thing about this What If is that it really does change things. It could change things for the better or the worse.
I'm thinking specifically the worse.
Oh, that's because you're a cynic.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're Darren Cross right now. So, Justin, what do you think would have happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe if Ant-Man and the Wasp were still together? Because that's what would have happened.
What if she never entered the quantum realm? Well, let's just go to the point where she actually did end up going there. Now, according to what was happening, they were trying to stop this missile from getting to whatever city it was heading to in the United States.
Yes.
Now, if that never happened, if they didn't know what the hell else to do, like the quantum regulator, it wasn't working for both of them, then I'm pretty sure they would have somewhat survived, but that city would have been blown to bits, which would have, because at the time during the 60s, it was a Cold War between the US and Russia, and that would have easily been the turning point where World War III starts. Yeah, look, because that missile was nuclear, right? Yeah, so
tactical.
Yeah. So that's practically World War III right there, if it started. So yeah.
Damn. So that's the biggest thing that would have happened. I mean, that does change everything.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they would have gotten the hell out of there. They probably would have fought in World War III, helping people out and shit. But specifically, I think they would have I guess might have split up during that time, just because it was bad shit.
Yeah,
so,
how does World War III in the 60s affect the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh, it affects everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, getting into to the nuclear part, I'm pretty sure it would have been having a big effect towards Bruce, because gamma radiation and all that shit. I'm pretty sure the Hulk would have been praised as some like
a savior.
Yeah, like a savior or something, like the nuclear monster.
Yeah.
or I'm pretty sure Hydra would have gotten their freaking hands.
They would have been okay, it's our time to just slide in.
Yeah, let's just slide in and make everything worse.
Yeah, let's take over while everyone's down.
Yeah,
that would have been crazy.
That would have been freaking terrifying.
Yeah. World War III in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, before Thanos, before Loki. I feel like those are World War IIIs and 4s and 5s right there. You know,
Oh yeah.
alien invasions coming down. Was that all you thought of, or?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if this whole World War III, like, post-world apocalyptic, like, happened, and like Loki, he shows up, then like the world's just taken like that, because then you don't have the Avengers, you don't have Iron Man, you don't have, like,
Well, how does Hydra fit into that? Because you said that Hydra would come in while the world's down, and
well,
create
okay.
something.
Here's the thing. Like, Hydra, I know that they're specifically aimed towards, like, taking over the whole world and like creating this new world order. Okay, they're not really equipped to, like, handling, like, gods and aliens. Like, that's
You don't think Hydra could take on the Chitauri army?
No. Sorry. If they can't handle the Avengers, they can't.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Was there anything else you thought of with this what if? It's a pretty dreadful thing you just told me.
I'm pretty sure, like, what's her name? Hope would have been caught in the crossfires between this. It would have been really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if people found out, like, they were trying to stop the nuke from even getting there, like, I'm pretty sure Hope would have been like kidnapped or something. Be like, you couldn't freaking stop the freaking nuke. Well, we're gonna take this from you, and then, like, I don't know. It would have been like a really dark time for both of them.
Well, damn, Justin, you make me want to start World War III against you right now.
So, well, tell me what you think.
Well, what I thought of was a bit, actually, more optimistic. So let's say Wasp never left Ant-Man, never entered the quantum realm. They both survived. I'm still thinking that missile, that nuke, would have been disarmed. I think that they would have found another way, even though they were running out of time and options. There could have been another way, let's say.
All right.
In the scenario. So Hank and Jan, they would have still been together as time went on. They probably would have done more shield work, more missions, more tactical stuff, and the Ant-Man and Wasp legend would probably be furthered. And I think that they would eventually retire, maybe in the early 2000s, and they would focus more on the science of shield, all that good shit. And I think what would happen is that Hank and Jan, they would help Nick Fury with the Avengers initiative.
I like that.
And then, they would recruit younger people for the Ant-Man and Wasp, personas, and they'd get better equipment, interesting technology. I still picture Wasp being Hope, but she's younger, she's more filled with energy, she's approved by her father and mother to be an Avenger, so she's automatically part of the team. I don't think they'd go with Scott Lang, because he's a dad at this point. He's trying his best. He might still go to prison, but Scott, right for now, is out of the equation. And I feel like the Ant-Man they'd get could be a SHIELD young officer named Eric O'Grady. Now, for those who know about Ant-Man comics, Eric O'Grady is an Ant-Man, but he's kind of a scumbag. He's kind of like a jokester, but he would be recruited to be Ant-Man. And they would automatically be part of the Avengers initiative. So a lot of complaints about the first film were like, why aren't Ant-Man and Wasp in the team? They're original Avengers. Here, they are original Avengers. They're part of the team. And I think that would have been sick. They get, Hank and Jan, since they're more of a science crew at that point, they could actually still be running PIM technologies. Could still be, you're running and pushing science forward and forward and forward. It would have been amazing, and
would have been sick.
Yes. And I think that what could have happened after that is that Hank would have had a better and more fulfilling relationship with Darren Cross. And Darren Cross wouldn't be this bad guy. He'd be just a student who is a bit conflicted, who is a bit who has anger issues, but since Hank has his full support in him, he's not treating him like a lesser than or anything like that. Darren Cross could help out with a lot of the technology. And when Eric O'Grady does turn as Ant-Man, he does become some sort of douchebag, basically. He could even become a villain. We could get Darren Cross to be the Ant-Man instead of Yellow Jacket, which is a darker persona, a more corrupt and just evil thing against Ant-Man. He could be the new Ant-Man, and he could live up to the ideals that he cares of from Hank.
Hell yeah.
He would become an Avenger alongside Hope. We'd get Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it would just be a really interesting way of taking care of things, That
sounds fucking awesome.
I want that as a show, as an episode, What else are you thinking? How do you think the Lawrence Fishburne character, what was his name? The guy who played the black dude, Goliath, Morpheus,
Morpheus.
What? How do you think he would, come across this?
I'm pretty sure because during their time at Shield, him and Hank didn't really get along and stuff like that. Even when what's her name was still there,
who? Jan?
Yeah, Janet.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Janet. They they didn't really get along because Hank's,
Bill Foster. That's his name.
Yeah, Bill Foster. There you go. Yeah, Hank's ego was just a bit too much.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure it would have driven him insane to the point where he's just screw this, I'm out of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And he would have become, I guess, a villain.
Bill Foster?
Yeah, Bill Foster. Yeah.
I mean...
Because he was a part of the project, Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have... I would have seen him, stealing a few PIM particles trying to go up against Ant-Man.
Yeah, and he worked on some old Hydra-type... science division, with the guy. What was that guy's name? The guy, the father of Ghost.
Yeah. Damn, I keep on forgetting his name.
I know
too.
he's like Eggman or Egghead.
Yeah,
in the comics. That's who that guy is. You could bring a lot of those types of characters back. That's the cool thing about these Ant-Man films. They really get into the nitty gritty and the dumbness of the character, and I love it.
I love that.
Yeah. How do you think Scott Lang could be incorporated? Because right now, even though I wrote all this stuff about Darren Cross getting a better light, not being a complete villain, Scott is in jail. He was arrested for corporate espionage and stuff. How do you think Scott could be brought in? Would he even be brought in?
I don't think he would be brought in because if you think about it, I don't even think at that time, if Janet's there, Scott would even give a moment to even think about, let's just see about a guy that's in prison and see if he's fucking...
Or Hank.
Yeah, Hank.
Yeah,
Hank.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Scott would just be,
he would just
what's it called? Baskin Robbins still.
Yeah. I don't think really Hank would even give one thought about Scott.
That's unfortunate. That could turn Scott deeper into the life of crime.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Of course.
Yeah, that would be scary. Especially since he's really good at what he does. He's a master thief.
Master thief.
Yeah, meet up with some villains or something, do some work, because he becomes desperate eventually, And Hank isn't the olive branch, Hank isn't helping. You're right. Hank does have an ego, and he only chose Scott for a job. It wasn't because he liked Scott or felt sorry for him. It was look, you're good at what you do, and you're expendable. That's why I'm bringing you in,
Yeah.
Dude, what the hell? What the hell? Now, can you tell the people which between Ant-Man and the Wasp, which one did you like the most?
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Damn. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
How come?
Well, I was really waiting for that duo to really come. Okay, it made me want to read more Ant-Man and the Wasp comics again because it's just that. Duo, these guys were meant to, team up and fight. You can't have one and that's it. There needs to be two.
Yeah.
That's Marvel's fucking 2-in-1 right there. Okay.
Would you have preferred if they were original Avengers? Because we obviously got what we got. The build up to Ant-Man and the Wasp was 10 years.
Yeah.
Since the beginning. So. Are you okay with that now that we're here? Or would you have wanted, hey, give me from the very beginning? Or did it just work out?
I'll say 50-50. It worked out. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been awesome to see, Ant-Man and the Wasp in the Avengers. Okay.
Yeah. I think that would be a great what if episode. If they took the idea of, hey, what if Ant-Man and the Wasp were original Avengers?
That would be cool.
That would be sick. Do it in whatever way. I just gave you the script right now.
Damn.
And I think that would be a really dope ass idea.
6 Avengers? Nah. That's like what? Like 8 Avengers?
That's 8 Avengers. And you know what? In the original idea for the Avengers, Joss Whedon, the director and writer, he had Wasp in there.
He had Wasp in there.
Wasp was in the original storyboards and ideas for that film.
Damn, I would have loved to see
my God.
Wasp in there at least just once. Like that like I don't think you really would have to like make a movie for them before the Avengers. Like have them start as like the 2 first Avengers in the first movie, and then like you can build up to like a movie for them on the side.
Damn, man. Damn. Fuck. All right, everybody. It's time to wrap this one up. But I thought this was a cool one. Which of the ideas did you like the most? Did you love the merging of the ideas? I am Julius.
I am Justin.
It's been 3 years of the GOAT podcast, so please just subscribe, okay? 3,000 subscribers is just right around the corner, and we will get there because of you. And everybody, if you have a question, we will take your question, and we will devote a whole episode to it. And we'll answer it. We'll mention you, shout outs and everything. You can comment on our videos. You can tweet us. You can send us an email at not my email, hell no, at thegoatpodcast@gmail.com. Everybody, thank you for listening. Goodbye. The GOAT Podcast is proof you don't have to look any further for movie news, reviews, trailer reactions, or special discussions. Subscribe, get notified about what's going on, and I promise you'll be entertained by our daily content on YouTube. If you want more, we're on Twitter at GOAT Film Podcast, Instagram The GOAT Podcast, and the GOAT Movie Group on Facebook. Get connected with us, see what's happening, and make sure to love it while you're doing so.